Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Previous class we have discussed about different type of simple machines. Today we will discuss lever. In previous class also I have told what is lever, different types of lever are there. First one, class 1 lever. Class 1 lever, the fulcrum is in between what? Effort and load. Class 2 lever, the load is in between effort and fulcrum. Whereas in class 3 lever, the effort is between fulcrum and load. In class 1 lever, fulcrum is in between. In class 2 lever, load is in between. Whereas in class 3 lever, effort is in between what? Fulcrum and load. Already we have discussed which one is called effort arm and which one is called what? Load arm. Which one is called what? Effort arm and which one is called load arm. For example, the distance between the load and effort, the distance between the load and fulcrum, suppose F, L and E. The distance between load and fulcrum is called load arm, and the distance between effort and fulcrum is called effort arm. Again, in class 2 lever, here load, here effort, here fulcrum. So the distance is what? Fulcrum to effort is effort arm, whereas load to fulcrum is what? Load arm. In class 2 lever, always the load arm is smaller than effort arm, whereas in class 3 lever, in which lever? Class 3 lever, the load arm is always greater. L dot A means load arm, okay? And effort arm is smaller than load arm in class 3 lever. In class 2 lever, according to the position of what? Fulcrum, maybe load arm is greater or effort arm is greater, and maybe they will be equal to each other. Okay, but in class 2 lever, always the effort arm is greater than the load arm. In class 2 lever, that is class 3 lever, always the effort arm is what? Smaller than load arm. Smaller than load arm. The examples of class 1 lever is what? Seesaw, scissors, pliers. For example, seesaw we will take. What we will take? Seesaw. One person is sitting here, another person is sitting here, and middle what? Fulcrum is there. This is fulcrum, this is load, and this is effort. Suppose you are taking. In seesaw I am taking. Whereas in case of what? Scissor, have you seen scissor or not? This is what? F. This one is the blade. Yes or no? And this one is a load. Effort you will give. This one is load, fulcrum and effort. Means always the fulcrum is in middle, so that it is what? Class 1 lever. If fulcrum is in middle, then it is called what? Class 1 lever. In case of seesaw also, which is present in park, whereas in case of scissor also. Understood or not? The scissor we are using to cut papers, clothes. Understood? Another one, class 2 lever. What? Class 2 lever. In class 2 lever, the load is in between, like nut crackers, bottle opener, nut crackers and what? Bottle opener. In your book it is there, you can see properly. And nail cutters. In that case, the fulcrum is one side, load is in the middle, whereas the effort is in another side. Another one is class 3 lever. In class 3 lever, the effort is present in between load and fulcrum. What are the examples? Let's see one example. Cricket bat. Our arm, when you are holding something in your palm, no, okay, if you are holding something in your palm, this is the load. Here you are applying effort, and this elbow acts as fulcrum. It means the effort is in between load and fulcrum, so that our arm also, something you are holding with your arm, then that is also class 3 lever. Which lever? Class 3 lever. Let's see, suppose you are using one cricket bat. Maybe the bat is, yes, bender or something it's there, but only we just consider it. Here is the effort. Why effort? Because you are applying force on the handle only. Here is the what? Load, and sorry, the effort is here. You are holding, means that is fulcrum, and load you are giving the football a kick. Football I am telling, tennis ball, a deuce ball, any ball, your cricket ball, okay? So fulcrum, effort, load, so that it is what? Class 3 lever, because effort is in between. Understood? Our stapler also class 3 lever. Stapler class 3 lever, cricket bat class 3 lever, hockey stick class 3 lever, our palm is class 3 lever. Yes or no? Today again new topic is inclined plane. What? Inclined plane. What do you mean by inclined plane? What do you mean by inclined plane? Have you seen or not? I don't know. In truck, suppose coolies or any mazdoor, you know, that they are working to load or unload something. They are using one slant like structure, you know, one metal one they are using. That is called what? Inclined plane. It is called what? Inclined plane. Understood or not? So let's see one example. I have drawn one truck. A person with the help of one inclined plane pushing a box. Suppose a person with the help of inclined plane pushing a box into the truck to load it. To what? Load it. In this case, what we will get? Our work will be easier. Our work will be what? Easier. Our work will be easier by using inclined plane. If you will lift the box and you will keep on truck, then it is very difficult. But by the help of inclined plane, by the help of what? Inclined plane, if we are loading it, then easily we can push the box into the truck and we can load it. So write the definition of inclined plane. An inclined plane is a simple machine. An inclined plane is a simple machine which have a flat surface, flat sloping surface. It has a what? Flat sloping surface at one end and the other end a little higher. One end is joined with the ground, another end is joined with the what? A little at a height. Our slides also one example of inclined plane. Ramps also is present in our school. That is also what? One example of inclined plane. Your staircase also one example of inclined plane. Due to staircase only you are able to move to the first floor, second floor, and many more floor. In each and every hospital, they are having inclined plane to move the stretchers, wheelchairs. By the help of stretchers only they are taking one patient to from one block to the another block, from one stair to the another stair. That is inclined plane. Clear? Next, after inclined plane, next simple machine is our wedge. What? Wedge. So inclined plane where we are using? To make our work easy. To make our work easy we are using inclined plane. Understood? Next is what? Wedge. Understood or not? Wedge is what actually? Wedge is a simple machine. So wedge is a simple machine which is used to either split up the wood or joint the wood. Means Wedge is a simple machine which is used to what? Split, separate two wood piece or one wood piece into two parts. Clear? Now what is the definition of wedge? What is the definition of wedge? Wedge is a small piece of wood or any metals which is joined by two inclined plane. You see how many inclined plane are there? Two inclined plane. Here one, here one. And one end is thin, another end is thick. This is the thin part and this is what? Thick part. Okay? So inclined plane, it is joined by two inclined plane. That's why one part is narrow, another part is broad. One part is thin, another part is what? Thick. Understood? And the wood, those who are cutting woods and deforestation, those who are doing, they are using axe as well as wedge also they are using. They are also jammed into locks between, when suppose you are taking one wood and here you are cutting by the help of axe, you are cutting a wood, then what happens? Slowly you know it shape like this or not. It means it is used to cut wood pieces, whereas it is used to join also wood pieces. Clear? In your book it is given, you can see figure 5.13. Clear? So two inclined planes joined together at a narrow part, one part thin, another one is thick, it becomes what? Wedge. It becomes wedge. Next simple machine is our screw. Our what? Screw. Next simple machine is what? Screw. How we are using screw, where we are using screw, let's see. So next one is our what? Screw. Screw, you know, it is a spiral shaped. One thread like structure, one spiral thread like structure is there. That is actually called metallic thread. It is also one type of simple machines. In our daily life we are using to fix some substances, either some plate into what? Photo in walls. It attached to what? Wood locks. So a screw is also, it is modification. Before I told you wedge, no, that wedge also it is a modification or modified part of inclined plane, because two inclined plane there it was there, and this is also one inclined plane like structure. So the modification of inclined plane is also called what? Screw. Modification of inclined plane is also called what? Screw. And here so many groups like structures are there. GROOB. What groups like structure is there? You can see, which are spirally moving down in screw. And the screw is used to join two metallic blocks, two wood locks, or you can attach your photo in what? Wall. Understood or not? Next, in actual practice, a screw cannot go into a rigid object by itself. See, here one hole like structure is there. If you will hammer, suppose it is wall and you are hammering by the help of hammer, it will not move into it. It will not penetrate into the wall. It will not rush into the wall because it has a spiral structure, thread like structures. So the due to by the help of screwdriver only we can enter a screw into a wall. By the help of what? Screwdriver, otherwise drilling machine is there. Drilling machines nowadays they are not doing, and it drillings the what? Screw. Understood or not? So by the help of drill machines we can allow to move inside the wall of what? A screw. And when you will apply the force here, by rotating around it. When you will rotate, then only it will enter into the wall, because it has grooves, spiral thread-like structure is there. If you will hammer, then it will not move into the wall. You have to drill it, otherwise by the help of screwdriver only you will enter, or you will not, or you will allow to enter the what? Our screw in wall. The nut bolt, you know, that is also works under what? A screw. That is also one type of simple machines which what works on the principle of screw. The object is held between two jaws. You know that suppose two parts you want to join them by the help of screw. What happens? You have to drill it and you have to move spirally, either anti-clockwise or clockwise. Actually, clockwise is entering, anti-clockwise is what? It comes out. Understood or not? So by turning the screw, only two parts or two logs of woods you can join. Clear? And how it is different from the nails? The screw is different from the nail. Nail is fully, you know, see, inclined plane structure is there, smooth surface is there, but in case here spiral grooves are there. In screw, spiral grooves are there, whereas in nail, what? Only inclined plane is there. You can hammer to the nail, but you cannot hammer to what? Screw. But by the help of screwdriver, you can allow to enter the screw in wall or wood anywhere, but in case of nail, you will only hammer it. You cannot take out from that wall by applying force, what? Pulling force to the screw, but you can take it out from the wall by the help of what? You know, backside of the hammer something is there, like this part is not there, two part is there, like this part is there. So in that case you can take it out, but you cannot take it out, this one. By the help of anti-clockwise movement or screwdriver anti-clockwise movement you will rotate, then it will come out, or drilling machines, by the help of drilling machine only it will come out. Okay? Understood? Today this much. Next class we will start our wheel and axle and pulley. Two left, wheel and axle, pulley. Already we have completed what? Screw, wedge, inclined plane and lever. Today this much. Okay, thank you.